Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy, Coach One Stack, man. We tapped in, y'all. And this video is about my man, Ray Gay. Did I say Ray Gay? I meant Ray J, y'all. And how he's suing Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. But before I get into this video, man, y'all already know, man. Smash that like button. Hit the notification bell, man, so y'all know when I'm dropping all the time, man. Just hit that button. It's real easy to hit. It's right over there at the bottom. Just hit it, ting. And hit the like button, like the video. You might as well already like it, because you know I'm going to talk to you, and then I'm going to give y'all something to watch and break something down. So, you know, we got Ray J. I've been dropping a lot of content on him, and he's been acting really weird since his sugar daddy, Puff Daddy, my bad. I keep saying his sugar daddy, Puff Daddy, has been locked up. You know, Ray J, I don't count anybody's pockets, but he ain't been making the most money. And since Princess Love caught him in the bed with another man, hey man, you know, life has changed for Ray J. He's been on Kai Cenat, podcast trying to take a shower with another man. His sexuality has been it's been challenged more than a few times by Nicki Minaj, Kai Cenat, Cam Newton, just to name a few. And they ask him straight out, you know, and he still has yes to say yes or no, I am not gay or I'm bisexual. He has not been able to answer that question. But we all know that Ray Gay is a part of the Diddy community, and he's the bag man for Jay-Z, and he had been doing their dirt for quite some time. Now, what does that mean, y'all? What is the root of all evil? Money. Money is the root of all evil. So now every time you see Ray J, he's either very inebriated, he's walking around these all-male podcasts with these young YNs, which you're 40-something years old, brother. I don't know what you're doing sitting at a sleepover with some YNs, some young 20 dude, and then you're walking around with your eggplant on stiffy hard like you took 10 honey packs and showing it to people, even laid it on somebody's shoulder in the podcast. Even on one podcast in Kai Cenat, you had a towel over your groin area, and you appeared to be pleasing yourself. I don't know what's going on with you, Ray J. I know you need some help. You seem to always be drunk. I'm not going to put the drugs on you, but you definitely have a drinking problem, and there's definitely something going on up here. But now what you're doing now, what Ray J is doing now, when that infamous tape came out with him and Kim Kardashian, he was sued for making some illegal porn and some defamation of character. They tried to accuse him of making that tape when Kim Kardashian was asleep and that he took advantage of her. Now, some of y'all youngsters, y'all don't remember any of that. Y'all wasn't around when that happened. If you want to go find it, hey man, there are some of those type of sites you can go to, and you can just punch in the name and you can see the entire tape of what was going on. Not only was it consensual, but dang, they wasn't using no protection either. So whatever he was getting from Diddy, hey man, he didn't give it to Kim Kardashian too. So here's the lawsuit thing. It was all detailed in their lawsuit when Ray J won, that whenever they ever came out and said anything to defy his character, you know, to go back and talk about this Kim Kardashian situation, that is basically like for every strike they make after that lawsuit was settled, they have to pay him $1 million. So now he feels that they have been dragging his name in the mud. So now he's suing for $1 million. Okay, that's all it is. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. I'm not gonna put no extras on it. So basically, Ray J is in a situation with the Kardashians. He got them on the hook. So whenever they say something that he don't like, he can run to court and sue for $1 million only. And that is what he's doing right now. And he has to be careful because, hey man, you're playing with fire. And let's be honest, who the hell were the Kardashians before that tape? What do they actually do? You know, they sit on these TV shows. What were they doing? Nobody even knew who this person was. You know, we all knew them from their father, who turned into a woman because she was we're using the proper pronouns here, right? Because we liked it. We like the community. We're using the proper pronouns. she was one of the lawyers in the OJ trial, right? And so now she is a full-blown woman. But what did Kardashians really do? I don't know. But Ray J, man, he's reaching for straws because his sugar daddy, his daddy, I ain't calling nobody daddy except my daddy because I got one. Now, Diddy's locked up. It's a lot of people, man, that are leaking for money. You have to understand, it's a lot of people out here that were on Diddy's payroll to do his dirt, man, and keep their mouth shut. He's paying their bills, making sure that their bills are paid. They're getting all the free narcotics that they can use, even able to live out their fantasies. And now that Diddy's gone, something has to take that void. Guys, it's like if you have a McDonald's somewhere, right? You're sitting in the middle of the hood and you got a McDonald's, okay? Everybody in the neighborhood likes hamburgers. Well, if that McDonald's burns down or they close it, somebody has to fill the void. So what somebody's either going to do is they're going to put another place there that sells hamburgers and sell food so they can fill the void. Man, or you're going to go find somewhere else to get a hamburger at so you can get a hamburger and fill your void. So with Diddy being gone, it's a lot of people trying to fill their voids. This is why you're seeing Ray J walking around, with the agency. You're seeing him walking around sitting on the Breakfast Club early in the morning with a black leather hat on, and all this leather stuff on, no shirt and leather pants, right? I don't know, man. You be the judge, looking like one of the village people. He might as well have been singing YMCA. This is why you see him, on these podcasts with all this illicit behavior. And this is why he never answers the question about his sexuality. But now he has an opportunity to get some bread. Hey, man, and he's going to get it because Puffy is not there to break him off anymore in all types of ways. And I did say break off because, hey, man, this ain't Ray J's first go around, man. He was a part of the whole B2K scandal with Omarion, J Bud, Lil Fizz, you dig? Raz B. He was a part of that. So, and Ray J used to have his all-male parties out here in Las Vegas back in the day before he got with the money team. See, this is before a lot of y'all, man. Before he got the money team, Ray J was having his all-male parties out here in the hotels in Las Vegas to where they wanted to ban him because the rooms would be so trash and so filthy and smell like poop and it was nothing but a bunch of chocolate-covered used gold wrapper prophylactics all over the room. That's what the maids say. They were complaining. They wanted to ban him from getting hotels out here in Las Vegas because it was that nasty. But Ray J, you're reaching, bro. You're suing. So let me just give y'all something to watch before I get up out of here. Check it out.
Meaning, they can't sue him for anything, but he can't accuse them of anything as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just assuming because most of the time those type of agreements go both ways.
Yes, and that's going to be the legal argument. Now, some other details in this second filing that, were pretty interesting. Ray J has for a long time been saying that sex tape that happened in Mexico, in Cabo, was not only consensual, but the release of it was a plan.
Of course, you know that. You can't
sign up for both sides.
Yeah, you can't sell those things to those distribution companies without both sides signing up.
Yeah, so he doubles down. I know some years back he also went on a rant and gave us some details about this as well too. But he says that for decades, he alleges the Kardashians have been lying. That not only did they shoot that tape in Cabo, but there was a second tape shot because Kris Jenner and the parties that be, he alleges, looked at the first tape. They didn't like how Kim looked. In this document, he says that they felt like she looked dirty, so they shot it again. They looked at the two tapes and decided which one to release. And this was all an arranged thing. And Kim was down for it because of Paris Hilton's sex tape, allegedly, and just said, my mom needs to be in charge of how this releases. So basically, he's putting everything he's been yelling about into, some legal docs, and him and his attorneys are going to go back and forth at this time now.
By the way, that was the greatest rollout ever for a career. Yeah, right? And it hasn't worked for anybody else.
Now check this out. They just told you that even during the sex tape, when they made the first one, that wasn't even good enough. So Kris Jenner basically was pimping her daughters out to all these black dudes, getting them married, making sure they divorce, take half their money, like in the case of Kanye West. And so what type of mother sits back, right, and watches her daughter's sex tape and says, you know what? That's not good enough. I think we need to shoot another one. And then sit back and compares the two sex tape of your own daughter and probably coached her on how to do it. Said she didn't look good enough. Like, why would you be watching your daughter's sex tape talking about she didn't look good enough? And you basically, man, a lot of these people, man, you have to give these stars a little bit of grace, because a lot of these parents are actually pimping their kids out for $1, like in Hollywood, just like in this case. But guys, I don't want to keep y'all too long. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, man, and let me get 1,000 likes. And in the comments below, tell me if you think Kris Jenner is wrong for basically pimping out her daughter, you know, to making her make an extra tape and then comparing the two and being able to pick which one got released. But you know the rest, y'all. Be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you getting plenty of rest and don't ever get finesse. And stay the fuck out of trouble.